How are you guys doing this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're watching this, guys? I decided to go live again. With a different tune though, guys. I always say I hope you guys get your confirmations through me. If you don't get it through me, I hope you get it through somebody else. Now, the reason why I am bothering y'all at approximately 1:27 a.m. on this fine Sunday morning is because God told me to. I've been up reading, and I don't know why I want to tell y'all. The book I'm reading is called It Starts With Us. How you doing, Michaela? I was up reading, and it triggered the old in me. It triggered the old. It brought me to tears, and it made me even go and get my journal. The reason being is because, guys, sometimes when you're emotional, or if you're crying in this moment, or you are going through the motions, the best thing to do is to get it out. So God then instructed me to get my butt on live to share with you guys words, because you guys needed a message. Now, y'all know I don't like getting all personal and be crying and stuff, but I think that the biggest part is that you guys are entering into a new season. This new season is a new structure. This new season is, it's new. How you doing, Paris? This new season is your fresh new start. The biggest thing is that I want you guys to understand something. In this new start, how you doing, young God? You guys have to, I'm not going to say get rid of the old, forget about the old. I'm not even going to say that. But you have to recognize what was the lessons of the old in order to make sure that you're not repeating lessons in your new. What do you mean, Charlie? I want to get personal with you guys because I was doing an evaluation on my previous relationships, shadow work, if you will. And God gave me permission to open up to you guys. In my first real relationship that I count, one of the lessons, or one of the things that I feel like I learned and that I was taught, was fear. What do you mean, Charlie? Previously, guys, I've opened up about being in a domestic violence relationship. It's been a while since I've talked about it because it's like I don't want to speak it into existence. But I didn't realize how much that has impacted me moving forward. I didn't realize how much it would change the trajectory of how I date, who I date, what I'm dating for. And in a sense, guys, I'm still discovering and pulling back layers of it, because a lot of it is that I don't want to relive it. I found today that I put a lot of happiness in my story. I put a lot of happiness in my memories because, guys, I always want to recall people at the best versions of who they are. I like to sit over here and look at the best in people. Always. I always like to remember things with light instead of darkness, but that doesn't take away that, or it doesn't take away my experience that I experienced real shit, in that I was punishing myself by thinking that that was normal. And it doesn't take away the fact that I haven't attracted anybody like that since. The reason why I am telling you guys this is because a lot of us go through domestic violence relationships. We go through relationships of people manipulating us. And I think that some of us, we never recover, or we never do the necessary proper shadow work to get over it. I didn't realize that from that first relationship, I had been in fear. I had been in fear, not of getting into something new, but of giving myself to someone new. And I have since had relationships after that first relationship, yes, but to truly give myself to somebody, I can't say that I have. To truly trust someone again, I can't say that I have. And I feel like God is putting me into a season of being ready to, I'm attracting seriousness. I'm attracting people that are ready for the commitment, that want to love me, the best parts of me, the worst parts of me. And for some reason, I found myself feeling skeptical of letting people in. And it all resulted back to, one, not trusting myself enough to fall deeply again, because I didn't want to be stupid. It's funny, I recall before I even got in a domestic violence relationship, I recall thinking, if I ever went through that, if I ever went through abuse, if I ever, how you doing, CC? If I ever went through that, I could just get out of it. I recall being like, I don't understand how women or men just stay in relationships after somebody is whooping their ass, or somebody is choking them out, or leaving bruises on their neck. I don't know how people stay. And then I realized some people stay because they don't have a place to stay. I realized that they stay because they see and they want change for a person that's mentally ill, but they're not a therapist. So they don't know that mental illness takes time and treatment and years to get through. I didn't realize that they stay because they have children with these people. I didn't realize that they stay because they don't feel safe, maybe in their own upbringing and family. I didn't realize that they stayed in these abusive relationships because those were once their best friend. And the reason why I'm coming and I'm bringing this to you guys is because you guys are entering into marriages, you're entering into partnerships, you're entering into the real deal, guys. Cause CEO, we talking. Mr. Twix, we talking. We are entering into a new timeline where we are going to be able to trust our partners. We are going to be able to love and to be loved correctly. But I don't want you guys to self-sabotage the best part of your life because there were one or two or three people that hurt you. They mistreated you. Maybe you guys were misguided. Maybe you looked to your parents for love advice, but they didn't have the best love advice either. Maybe some of you guys wanted to be grown because you felt like if your life was in your own hands, then maybe you can control the chaos that was going on around you. I then went on and I realized that fear had been living within me, and I wasn't being honest about it until today. Until today was when I recognized that I had stopped living my life because of fear. What do you mean, Charlie? Being afraid to be seriously committed to somebody, meeting somebody's family, doing marriage, being afraid of marriage, being afraid of feeling stuck, being afraid of, well, what if they just switch? What if I have to walk on eggshells again? Domestic violence and abuse really, it shaped the trajectory of my dating life in my early 20s. So I didn't want to be committed, even though I did commitment after. And I messed it up because I was so afraid that I had attracted the same person when he was a totally different person. I did commitment right after because I was in a state of survival. I did commitment right after abuse because I thought that love was supposed to come from your partner when it's really supposed to come from yourself. I did a relationship after because I thought that that's what we're supposed to do. I thought relationships, moving on, jumping right underneath somebody, I thought that that was normal because that's what I seen my parents do. I seen my dad marry, divorce, marry, divorce, marry. I seen my mom try to get it right. I seen them both try to get it right. And so I thought that I didn't want my life to stop because I had been in a domestic violence relationship. I did not want my life to stop. I didn't want it to stop, and I didn't want to be a victim. I hated being looked at as a victim. I never wanted to be looked at as a victim, and that's why to this day I have a hard time crying in front of people, unless God makes me. I'm learning to start showing who I am and what I've been through, because then that's when people can see who you truly are. But I think that the biggest thing is that the things that made me human, I didn't want to show to anybody. But then it would creep out in anger. It would creep out in passivity. It would creep out in abandonment. It would creep out in fear. It would creep out in wanting a companion, but not knowing how to be a good companion. And I realized that I was never taught how to be a good companion, because I wasn't even taught how to be a good person to myself. And I think that over the years, I have been figuring it out. Over the years, I have been making it up as I go, until I got to a point where I couldn't make it up no more, because I couldn't keep myself up throughout the day because I was so depressed, or I couldn't eat, or I was overeating. It's one of the two, because I was stressed. I threw myself into situations craving love and intimacy, but not letting them close enough to see who I truly was, because I didn't want to be heartbroken again, and still finding myself heartbroken again because the person that I wouldn't let close to me decided to move on. finding myself heartbroken over years passing and realizing that the person I love most had moved on and had another child after I had lost my child. And the reason I'm bringing this to you guys is not to trauma dump, but to let you guys in on life. Because in moments where Charlie is not living day to day, and when Charlie is clearly on vacation, I'm starting to realize the lapse of my old life and my new life. And my new life, guys, deserves the rewards. It deserves the happiness, and it deserves the enjoyment. It deserves the cuddles. It deserves the light. But what I had to recognize is that I had to recognize my dark. And the reason that I know that I am ready to move forward in the light and continue to have more experiences is because the dark no longer I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. I'm not afraid of what people think of me. I'm not afraid of people's responses to their reality, to me, to their perspective, to me. I felt like I lived by trying to minimize myself for so long, by trying not to offend people when they offended me, by trying not to tell the villains that they were the villain in my life, by trying to keep peace when there was chaos brought to me. Realizing that I became selfish because it was a defense mechanism. Realizing that I was never protected, so I had to protect myself. But not realizing that God puts good people in your life, and sometimes if you're too protected, you protect yourself from people you don't need protection from. God can send somebody in your life just to give you a hug because you need a hug that day, but because you don't know that person, or because you're not in the mood, or because you just are afraid, you don't accept what God gives you. I feel like God sees y'all pain. He sees our pain. God sends in a therapist when you need a therapist. God sends in friends when you need friends. God sends in people. But do you trust who God sends in? And I think that the biggest thing is that, guys, God is sending in his heavy shooters, his most protected angels, his angels, because you guys are ready for it. It's not to say that there won't be deceit, because deceit and lessons are a part of life, but I like to say that your origin story doesn't define who you are. Your origin story does not define where you end up. Your origin story does not determine who you get to love you. And it doesn't matter how many times you guys mess up. It doesn't matter how many, and I want to rephrase that. It doesn't matter how many times you think you mess up. Because God said you did exactly what the fuck you were supposed to. Naturally. You did the best with what you guys could have. And because of that, God is giving you abundance. Let's get into a read. You guys ready? I'm going to do a quick read and then I'm going to let you guys go. If you're going to do anything, do it scared. If you're going to say anything, say it scared. If you're going to eat anything scared. But don't stop. I'm hearing, don't stop believing. If today is the day that you wake up to your new reality, if today is the day that you wake up and you realize that you're done with the old, if today is the day that you wake up and you realize that I'm not living for yesterday, I'm not living to make people happy anymore, I'm just living to be the vessel and the source that I'm supposed to be, the resource that I'm supposed to be, well then, I'll say, all right, get in, stupid. Let's start. Let's go. Channel for Collective. And I want to say thank you guys for being here to be a part of this message. Because again, it's 1:48 a.m. And even though I post all my messages on YouTube, whenever you guys are here live, it's more special to me. It's more special. I don't know why, it just is. I want to start by saying you guys are ready. You're ready. I want to say you guys are finally being released from the shackles of your mental. You're finally allowing somebody in, a therapist in, a friend in. But I want to say that this next part requires you to trust in your divine protection. God can't protect you from everything that you guys are about to experience, but what God can protect you from is self-harm for some of you. He can protect you from those that are trying to harm you. I don't think you guys realize how important you are. Your mission is on this earth. God could protect you, but he couldn't protect you from some of the old things, because some of the old things is what's going to lead to your best work. Some of the current things that you are going through, that you are healing from, is going to lead you to your best work. Or the knowledge that you need in order to pass on to your kids. A lot of you guys are taking on a lot of generational curses, and you are getting through them and fixing them and healing them yourself. Maybe you guys have an animal, but for the most part, you guys are, you're in a transformative time. You're restoring your balance. Some of you guys, your money is restored or is being restored, or I feel like it's already restored. You have exactly what you need and more whenever you need it. You have something that's even better than money. You have your safety. I feel like God is like, stop allowing your emotions to trigger you out of or take you out of this safety. Your emotions matter. They matter. They matter so much. But I think that you also have to realize that your logic matters just as much. Your wisdom, your courage. I'm hearing they go hand in hand. A lot of you guys, and I know that this seems like a bit just separate, but I don't think it's separate. I really do feel as though it's together. A lot of you guys, by taking care of yourself, for some of you guys, it's losing the weight. I'm hearing and feeling great. Some of you guys, it's you just self-nourishing yourself. Getting your nails done, masculines, you know, growing your hair, getting your lineups, washing, taking care of yourself. It's doing something to you in a positive direction. It's transforming you. Instead of you waiting for somebody to put the crown on your head, you're putting your own crown on. And I think that the biggest thing is that in this moment, you're being asked to continue to do things for the betterment of you. I know some of you guys feel guilty for putting yourself first, but for the first time in your life, you're actually doing it. Of course, some of you guys are in partnerships, or you're about to be. And in those partnerships, of course, you'll be taught to share. You'll be taught to, you know, give something to receive. You'll be taught that part. But for the most part, I just see a replacement. The Replacements, the movie, could be significant. I don't remember what that movie was about, but something about replaced. Your face is replaced. Your clothes are replaced. I'm just getting God is shining the light on you. And I think that the old version of you is being replaced by the new version. It's like you Rihanna could be significant. So beauty too, makeup too. But it's showing me that your presence, maybe you were mocked. You know, it's funny, I'm kind of getting like a mock trial. Some of you guys are in a mock trial of what life is really about to be for you, except for even, I'm hearing better. Something about a mock trial. Something about, I feel like God is about to show you guys, or is showing you guys how sweet life is about to get. It's kind of giving me like the sweet life of Zach and Cody energy. You said you bought some new clothes and learning new self-care. It feels like it. It really does. It's giving, God is about to show you how sweet life is about to get. But you have to get out. You can't get in your head about it. Because some of you guys' biggest things is that let's use money as an example. One day you feel as though you're very abundant, and then the next moment maybe you don't. Maybe one day you feel as though you're the sexiest beast that you've ever seen, and then, or maybe you're the sexiest thing you've ever seen, and then the next day you feel like a beast. Well, God is saying no more to that. Some of you guys need to recognize that you have the ability to accept and decline what's for you in this next season. It's so funny. Can I reveal that to them? They said, yeah. It's so funny because today was such a wonderful day. When I went to eat today, I was given free stuff. What do you mean, Charlie? Like, I mean, everything was taken care of today, of course, but like, we got extra stuff twice. Whenever we went to eat, and we had ate at a Mexican restaurant today, like, we ordered what our food, and then we got like an extra taco and an extra enchilada. We went and ate a pastry today, or after, like later on, we did a pastry place, and we got an extra, like we had two extra pastries. And we didn't ask for it, and it happened twice in one day. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because for some reason you guys are getting extra of your blessings. You're getting things for free. It was so funny because we were looking like, did we order something? And each time we didn't order it. We ordered what we asked for, but God gave us more both times. That's very symbolic. The symbolism of that is that that's the season that you guys are in. You ask for something, but God is like, nah, you need more. Here you go. Here goes more. God is just saying, guys, don't feel bad for receiving the blessing. Don't look over your shoulder and be like, God, why me? You guys are getting raises. God, why am I making this much money? God, I'm in love. Why me? God, I'm getting ready to have a baby. Why me? Like, why is my person so good to me? I seen a TikTok video earlier of this girl, and she had just had her baby. And her hubby, like, was literally doing her hair because she couldn't do her hair. He did it for her. And I was like, wow. Do you guys even know what it feels like to be liked and loved by somebody? To be thought of not as an afterthought, but actually, like, because somebody cares. That's what it feels like you guys are coming into. If you accept it. If you don't view this as bad. If you don't keep hashing out or reliving in the past. When I say something is a mock trial, I mean that God is preparing you for the blessing, or has been preparing you for the blessing. And for some of you guys, you have seen, just like me, your old moving on. Just like me, you have seen people either go on to another relationships or be in situations. You have seen people look as though they are healed or moved on with their life, but I just feel like, guys, now you're about to move on. Some of you guys, you already are. And I think that, and it's funny, it kind of feels like this is a deja vu moment. I want to tell you guys that for some of you guys, y'all remember how y'all had told those people that it was going to hurt when you finally moved on? You know how y'all had told those people how, like you was apologizing for their hurt about what they're about to feel. Something about that is about to become real. I'm hearing real apparent right now. All because you decided to move on. And because a lot of you guys have took your time with choosing the right person. And even though some of you guys, like, maybe you didn't trust, or maybe you did have issues with allowing somebody in, the person you allow in, the discernment that you guys have, the person, they're not fake. They're not just for social media. They're not just for like, they can do social media, but it's just like, it's not fake. When y'all walk together, it's not fake. It's not, people see y'all on the internet, or they're going to see y'all on the internet, and it's going to look like, what? Some people are going to look at y'all pages and be like, what? You, excuse, huh? It's almost like they're not going to believe it. For some of them, they might, I don't even want to speak that out loud, but wish it was fake. And don't let them run into y'all at the grocery store, run into you guys at an event, or run into you guys at a charity, doing charity. Don't let them run into you guys at a movie theater, because the love of your life that you coming into feels as though you guys are just in your own world. It's a blessing that you allow other people in, but and whoever you're getting with, they smell so good. I just smell cologne. I don't know why. They smell good. Y'all smell good. I love that. Smells good. It feels good. You guys are in your own world, to the point where nothing, even if you guys are poor together, like you're good, and to be honest, you're not poor together. God have put you guys through the most poorest times, and then God has turned around and put you in the most abundant times, just to show you what it feels like to be on both spectrums with different people. And I feel like with this person, no matter hard times or not, you guys are gonna make each moment just easy. Something just happened. A tree just fell. Late to work. You're good, babe. At least I got you. A tire popping. At least I got my baby that's gonna come and fix my car. Like, it's easy. And I think that you guys deserve that, because I feel as though you've put yourself through so much. You've protected yourself from so much. You've hurt for so much. You have sabotaged for so many times. But this one feels as though it's divinely given. This one, Ten of Pentacles. It's like, baby, whatever you want. It's kind of like, so what's the problem? What's the flaw? Where's the wake up call? Where is the, like, some of you guys are going to be like, so what's the catch? And I think that the catch is you guys' origin. What do you mean, Charlie? The catch is, just because I say that you and your partner, y'all love each other and you safe together, just because I tell y'all that together you guys are good, that doesn't mean that you guys didn't come from shit. Being stuck in your ways, them being stuck in their ways, being able to recognize if you are selfish or if they're selfish, being able to keep it a being with each other, being able to outgrow your childish ways. What is the catch? The catch is not allowing your past, or not allowing yourself to think that this is your past. Not allowing yourself to think that this is, I'm hearing, is this really love? I'm hearing Cinderella in my head. I just keep hearing, is this it? Maybe some of you guys are in this period of, and you said, so this is love. I don't know why I just smelled like a burrito. I don't know why I'm just smelling so much stuff. I just smelled like a burrito, like a shrimp fajita burrito or something like that. Some Diablo sauce. Are y'all eating right now? It is literally like 2:09. Are y'all eating right now? But on a serious note, I think that the biggest thing that works against the reunion, and honestly, it can empower you guys if you open up, just like I started. Telling each other about the upbringings of your life, what you've been through. Because, and being patient with each other. Because if you're patient and not forceful, and allow people to reveal to you when they're ready to reveal to you, just like you guys are revealing to them when you're ready to, well then, it helps them to understand, to respect you, more so than trying to manipulate you. It helps them to be able to see you even higher than what they seen you when they first met you. Some of these people, they were physically attracted to you, or they're going to be physically attracted to you when they meet you, yes. But if I'm honest, some of these people you've met, although you guys have been doing the work on yourself, it might have been the darkest, or it is the darkest moments. The scary moments, and it's not even fear, it's because I know sometimes dark is looked at as bad, but, and even low, but some of you guys are in the most developed, like this is a development time. It's kind of like they're showing me, you know, when you guys, if you were babies, when you start hitting 2 and 3 and you start walking and talking. If it's puberty, when you start, you know, to my masculines, you get taller, your voice gets deeper. To my femmes, you know, you get your period, your breast starts to grow. They're showing me another period like that for you guys right now. You're growing mentally, physically, emotionally. Some of you guys stronger. I want to say all of you guys stronger. Instead of being reactive, not being so reactive. Choosing your peace, choosing what to protect, choosing what to spend, what you want to invest in. They just so happen to find you during this time. And I think that no matter if it was you didn't have a home, or if you didn't have a car, or maybe you were between jobs, something about they bring you stability. Or maybe they have the stability for you, for y'all. I don't know why I'd see something about money increasing. I'm hearing you make me better. Like somebody already had money, but it's like with you, it's like you make, because they're so happy, they make your money increase and you make their money increase. Or something about y'all luck increases together. Maybe you teach this person to let loose, or they teach you to let loose. And you teach them what it feels like to feel unconditional love. And I hear a train outside. You teach them what it feels like to not belittle them, or to not make them feel as though they're alone. It's really one of you guys' own doing and own making. Okay? It's a tower moment, guys. It's a tower moment on your love life. And it might even turn around and it might piss off people. People of the past. But it's ordained. Yeah. Who cares? Who fucking cares? That's it. I know y'all is gonna be like, Charlie, that's it. That's it. I'm surprised y'all still up with me this late. It's 2:15 in the fucking morning. Go to bed. Y'all took me a nap today. I ain't even gonna lie. I was busy all day, and then I came back, and then I was just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm hearing that's too damn bad. Some of you guys, last minute messages, I want to say, even if you are tired, you can't be tired for your blessing. Continue to heal. Continue to face yourself, okay? Instead of being your enemy, be your best friend. Okay? Okay. You said it's 3:15 for me. You say it's only 1:15 here and you at work. Okay, well, if y'all working right now, y'all get your asses to work. I felt like I wanted to do this because, guys, I don't go live on Sundays. I really try to take that day for myself. Unless I'm called to. You know, sometimes God needs me to deliver a message, but I felt like that one needed to get out because I was just like, emotions, transmute. People need a message right now. So, enjoy your shit. I will say that, guys, if y'all ever need a new word, know that there's a video posted on my YouTube every single day. There's always a new video for you. So even if Charlie is not fucking live, there's always something there for your ass. Said, what you doing up? You supposed to be in bed. How you doing, Lisa? Lisa, I kept seeing your name. I don't know why. I just kept seeing it. Just Lisa. Know that if you guys ever need a personal read, you can book me in my bio. Y'all going through some stuff? We'll figure it out. Clearly, we going through shadow work periods, but know that everything is going through. You say, amen, I just had an argument with someone I was talking to. Well, it's Mercury retrograde. Sometimes it could just be because of communication, because people don't understand. But not too much, not too much. I love you guys. You said you needed to hear this. It's always on time. You guys have a good night. Be good. Enjoy yourself, okay? You said you really needed this word. Let me tell you something. I might tell you the truth. I might tell you a joke. But I'll never tell your ass it's a lie. All right? Okay. I love you guys. Be safe, be good, and enjoy.